I'm just gonna fix the camera here. Hello, my friend.
Oh, we've missed each other.
How are you? Oh my goodness.
We have. It's been so long.
Why am I taller than you?
Again.
Come on, this is not normal.
I like this. Keep it like this. I like you being taller than me.
This is strange. Hello.
It's not normal.
Hello and hello. We are so happy to be here.
Hello.
Oh, good Lord. I've got two cameras happening. Hello. Technical difficulties. Amber, girl.
It's been too long.
It's been too long. We genuinely spent the summer away from each other.
We probably haven't seen each other since they've seen us together.
I know. So basically, the only time we have any fun as friends is when we do this stuff. So please encourage us to do more. We love you for being here. Thank you for joining us, for those of you who signed on early. We are back. My name is Lacey Cerrone. This is Amber Coleman.
Yes.
We are here to do a little song and dance for you.
No, Lacey's here to do a little song and dance.
I'm always down to do that. Yeah. We are so excited. And honestly, this is more of just a welcome back, because it's school's back.
Okay, I can dance with you.
You can dance. Yeah. School's coming back on session. People are starting to think about buying houses again, because this summer there were a lot of people buying houses, but there were not a lot of houses to be bought because inventory was kind of slim. So we thought we would spend some time just answering some of your questions, saying hello. I forgot to put on our pretty light. Should we do it so everybody can see how much better we look in the light? Hold on, watch this.
We need our little... Ooh!
Hello!
Look at that! Like
hello.
movie stars right there.
I totally... This is the
We're going to be seeing like brightness all day. We're looking into the light right now.
Don't go into the light, Carol Ann! So this is for you. This is a live Q&A. We definitely have a little bit of an agenda that we'll walk through, but genuinely we want to just answer your questions. We've got our computer set up down here, so we'll definitely be answering anything that you put in the chat box as much as we can, and we're going to kind of take it from there. But I mean, if you've been a part of the Amber and Lacey show ever,
we missed you.
We miss you, and you know what you're in for, right? It's a little bit of everything and a whole lot of crazy. So we hope you're ready for the crazy when you come back.
We love it.
So Amber, let's
talk our crazy life,
talk a little bit about where the hell have you been this summer. Let's give everybody a minute to come online.
I've been sitting right in here.
Yeah, I know. You did go on one vacation.
But that was in like May.
Oh.
It was before summer started.
See, when you work in this business, I swear to goodness, like time is gone. You go, hey, so when's 4th of July happening? It's like, Lacey, the fireworks happened like 3 months
October
ago.
right now. What are you talking about 4th of July?
Oh my God. So Amber definitely has been busting her hump this summer, doing a lot of refinances and doing a lot of home loans for people who are jamming their butts.
Because rates are still beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, rates are still beautiful. Do you want to talk about rates for a second?
We're going to talk about rates. You don't want to know what I've been doing this summer? Hello.
You know what? I actually do want to know what you've been doing this summer. What's been going on?
I haven't done anything. Never mind.
No, you haven't? Come on. What have you been doing?
No, nothing. I've been working on my YouTube channel. And no, genuinely, I've been working really, really hard. We just moved to
Have you played a little bit?
I've been playing a little bit, yes.
Where'd you go?
Nope, I'm not going to talk about it. I went to Laguna Beach one time. Stop. Nope, we're not going to talk about it. It's okay.
I mean, I can keep going. I can keep asking questions.
Here's what we're going to talk. I'm going to kick your ass. Here's what we're going to talk about, though. In terms of the company, I've been, I've been basically working on a big transition for our team. We just moved to a new brokerage called Xpand Realty. That is
I saw
amazing.
Your video with your broker. He's pretty amazing.
He's amazing. Randy Hatada. I need you guys to do me a huge favor. On my channel, I've got my suggested channels that I want you to follow. Amber's one of them. Please go
look
follow.
At that.
I know. See, because I'm all about promoting everybody else. So go follow those channels. We're going to get to your questions and answers. If you just joined, drop your questions in the chat box. We will answer those as we go. We're just going to give a little bit of a market update, and then it's on to your questions. But yes, this summer I have played, but I've been working my hump as well.
Oh, good.
I mean, you've been sitting in here and I've been running around
You said Laguna
Vegas.
Beach. You've been more than Laguna Beach.
I went to Laguna Beach one time. That's all I did.
Oh, gosh.
I really don't think I went anywhere else, did I?
Didn't you go to, like, Kansas?
Oh, that was a family trip. I took my kid to space camp. That wasn't fun. I'm
that's
sorry.
fun,
For those of you who live in Kansas, I love you. It was wonderful while we were there. But we went to Alabama first.
I've heard Alabama
in the summer.
Nice, oh, it's hot. Humid? Okay.
I wore a bodysuit one day. It was a bad choice. Let's just talk about that. Anyway, okay, so
I was going to say something, but
let's not do that.
You could tell it was like coming, and then I was like, oh, I better not.
Okay, so with all that being said, if you haven't logged off already, we appreciate that you're still here. We have not seen each other in a few months, and it's because things got kind of crazy this summer in Las Vegas when it comes to real estate. The interest rates was a big part of it. The low inventory was a big part of it. So we're gonna touch on those two items first, and then we're gonna hop into your questions and answers. So if you want something answered, you better drop that question in there because we're gonna be Wham bam, thank you, ma'am, a little bit today. And then we're going to schedule our regularly scheduled programming to begin again.
Oh, we're going to stick with it this time.
Now that school is back, baby. This happened to us last summer, too. We try to think we're going to get it going through the summer. Things get crazy.
I think it's this, your brain goes crazy in the summer. Is it the heat? It's
something
happens.
So don't count on us in the summer.
Right after summer's over, like everything starts to go in line.
You know what I keep getting requests for, Amber?
What?
Our live dining experiences. People like them. People like them. Didn't get a lot of people clicking to buy houses from them, but people like them.
I feel like I gained like 10 pounds.
I'm okay with that. I think if you're eating good food, it's worthy of gaining a couple of pounds.
Yeah, we just need to eat good food. It's all good. We had some good restaurants. I liked it.
So for those of you who want us to do those again, drop that comment in the box below as well, and we'll definitely add those to the mix. So, all right, let's get to it so we can keep things moving because I don't want to keep losing followers that are like these people suck and we're out. Thank you to those of us who are joining. I'll say hi to you in a second. Talk to me about the rates. What the heck is going on now? So we're almost at September. It's the end of August.
Yeah, the rates
We're not going backwards, we're going forwards. Tell me about September.
The rates are pretty still right now. Like they're like
What does a pretty rate look like, Amber? I mean, does it look like me? Does it look like you?
It looks like you. Beautiful. Look at this. Woo.
Yeah, okay.
So what the rates were, that like I thought they were gonna move up. As soon as the city opened, I was like, okay. Because the cities are open, the unemployment was gonna go down. I thought they were gonna move up and they kind of did the opposite. So
do you think it's because of the Delta variant and all this other stuff that's happening?
It's kind of the wild card out there right now. But so I was on a meeting I try to tune in for the economists, especially when it comes to like mortgage rates and stuff like that. So
we appreciate you doing that homework for us.
So this week I was on with one and he said that what he thinks is because right now, like today, the market's a little bit crazier today. Yeah. It's moving up a little bit.
We're noticing that on our team as well.
Yeah, but the rates are moving up a little bit. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more movement going on.
It's just a surge happening. Yeah.
So what the reason is because with the rates moving up a little bit, they're worried about the Fed's pulling back. So right now, the inflation, we're always talking about inflation, right? Right. So inflation's a little bit high. I've said since January, watch for 2% inflation and 4 to 5% unemployment. Well, we're like 5% inflation. Yeah. But we haven't hit that unemployment number yet because of COVID, right? Right. And then with this new variant, I don't know what's going to happen with all that. But the cities are opening and they're taking away that additional $300 in September. So they're all saying lock your loans. Like if you're looking to get a loan, lock your rate in because they feel like we're going to see a one rate one day and then next day it could be a different rate. Right. Like I think it's going to move fast in that direction. I'm not trying to cause fear in anybody, but we want to give reality. What I'm hearing. Yeah, and if we can forewarn you and help you pre-plan, we want to make sure that we're doing that, right? Yeah. So if you're thinking of buying it all, I know right now it's so funny to even say that out loud. That used to be my favorite phrase. If you're thinking about moving to Las Vegas and you want to know more about it, call me. But the reality is it's hard to say, please move to Vegas because it feels crazy that the rates and everything are kind of all over the place. It's not really all over the place, but the prices are on the climb, right? Yeah. So it's hard because it's hard to look someone in the eye and say, we're not going to get a great deal, but you're going to make money on your house as long as you stay in it for a little while. So it's just difficult. And if you need a house, we're going to make sure you get that house. So I just want to make sure that when I'm saying, if you're thinking about moving to Vegas or you want more information, that you don't feel that we're just trying to lure you in and trap you into it. We want you to buy a house and that's all we care about. We do care if you purchase a home because we know that it's an amazing investment for your future. And we do believe now is still a good time to buy because, we really don't have a crystal ball for the future, right? It could turn into California.
It could be a little nutty. It could be a little nutty. So we want just to make sure that you know that we're here for you no matter what stage of the process you're in. It's very, very important for us to know where you are and to help us put together a map for you. So whether it's today or a year from now that and we're watching that for you on your behalf and that, we're a team, really. Yeah. But we're not here trying to say, buy a house today. It's all about buying houses. Said. Thank you. I try to work on that. I'm usually a little bit too loquacious. So let's talk. So as far as the rates go, if you're thinking about locking in a rate, what does that look like? Like, does it have to be certain number of days out from when you close, or is there a programming that you offer that allows them to do it longer out?
The best rates are going to be when you're in contract. So when you're in contract, as long as it's not like new construction's hard right now because new construction is so delayed sometimes right now with with all the delays they've been having. You don't know when you're going to close.
Right.
But there are long-term locks too that you could do.
Right.
But if you're buying like a resale, as soon as you get in contract, there is a program called Lock and Shop though too. So you can lock just to make sure that you're going to buy a house within a certain time period.
Right.
We can lock it like 30 days before you find a house, and then you have to close within a certain time period.
Okay.
So
that's good to know though. Yeah. So I've had people reach out to me and say, I'm calling, I want to get pre-qualified, I want to lock it today. And it's like, well, that's not always the best plan. So that's when we pass them over to you, and you can give them give them that guidance.
Yeah.
When it comes to, what's been happening this summer and what we do still anticipate seeing for quite some time is, due to the moratorium on the rentals that has been, extended, as well as just low inventory to begin with. A lot of people, it's hard, right? You want to sell your house and make all this money, but where are you going to go if you can't find a house? So there's this weird, stuck in the middle mode that's happening with a lot of sellers here in Las Vegas. Which is why new homes is a really great option, which I'll talk about in a minute. But inventory has been such a weird and wonky thing, and that's really kind of what happened to our team this summer. We went from gangbusters, putting tons of people in contract every month, and just really, really doing a really good job actually, just slamming them in the houses that they loved, to it's taking 10 times longer, 10 times offers, 10 times the amount of disappointment before we actually say, yes, we got you in contract. And then it's even an eggshell dance all the way through to the end because of appraisals and things like that. So we're now in a position where we're starting to see the lift in inventory. And I'll give you some numbers if that helps. Don't know if those numbers mean much to you, but we like to see a healthy, really healthy, economy from a market perspective.
So do you think it's looking healthier right now?
No, it's healthier. It's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
Not healthy.
Yeah.
But it's healthier. We like to see about 6,000 to 7,000, 6 or 7 months worth of inventory, right? So we want to see 6,000 to 7,000, maybe 7,000 or 8,000 homes available to choose from. It's a little bit more of an even market.
I'm excited to see what that is today.
Yeah,
Are we
right.
gonna look at that?
We're gonna look at that in a minute.
Okay,
we're gonna
so
see
check
what
in.
we like. Now, this last 3 months, I'm gonna tell you right now, there was one month that it was down to 2,000 homes available for sale.
It got crazy.
I think one month it was
anymore.
1,900, right? We're not there anymore. We're definitely beyond that.
Yeah.
We're getting healthier, just like Lacey. She's gaining a little bit of weight, looking a little better. Thank you.
And happy too. Look at her all
you know,
bright and shiny today.
Stop it. Anyway, so all of that's wonderful, but we're getting healthier. So I'll talk you through those numbers a little bit, but those are the two things I want you to think about, right, Amber? We want them to be thinking about the rates and the inventory, because those are really the two things that we're going to have to marry.
They play together. It's definitely a balancing act.
Yes.
Right there.
Should we do it? You want to look at the rates?
Yeah, I really do want to look at the inventory.
All right.
I'm just curious myself, you know what it is, because I mean this definitely plays a. I think people got frustrated with what the inventory
100%.
was.
Just
was willing to wait.
We've had probably 50 buyers decide to put their house shopping on hold because they put 2, 5, 7, 10 offers in and were declined, or didn't have enough money to come out of pocket above appraisal, or weren't able to negotiate as hard as some of the others, or just frankly couldn't compete in the price range that they were shopping, which is anything like 400 and below, against these hedge funds that are coming in to buy up a lot of our homes. If you want to
talk about the hedge funds.
I was gonna say, if you wanted to learn more about that, I actually did an entire video about that, where my broker, who's really an expert in a lot of this, we can talk a little bit about it. That's on the channel. It's a previous live that we did, and after we post this, I'll try to link it. But it's a live update that we did recently, if you want to check that out. But that's really what's happening is 400 and below. Really, it's 300 and below, but we're starting to see them creep up. There are 4 major hedge funds coming in right now buying real estate. That message to you, my friends, means buying real estate's a good investment. So regardless of the day, they're doing it for a reason. Regardless of the prices are high and it's the top of the market, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's still real estate, and real estate always bounces back and always over time has an upswing, correct?
And when have you ever seen hedge funders come into town and buy up houses?
Only
like that?
one time before, and I think it was in 2011 and 12.
So that just begs the question:
That's
is
the last time we had this going. Hello. So just keep that in mind. I know it's difficult watching news stories, and it's the highest market, it's the highest median price ever seen in Las Vegas, which I think we're at 405 right now. We were at like 340 something like 6 months ago. So that's a big swing. That's a big upswing in terms of fast growth in terms of price, and that's just simply because rates are low and inventory is low. So when those two things are low, you've got people duking it out for homes left and right.
Up and up and
up.
Yeah.
So like I said, the scariest day I've seen, and this is only since I've been looking at it in the last few months, from an inventory perspective, was we had about 1,900 or a little over 2,000 single family homes available in all of Las Vegas. As of right now.
That was a scary day.
That was a really scary, actually that included condos too. That was a scary day.
Yeah.
So that's a not healthy day. Right now, as of today, there are this is condos, single family homes, manufactured homes, and townhomes, okay? Not high rises, but everything but that. 4,679 homes available as of today, and that is before.
That makes my heart feel good. I know.
Right that's before anything new gets listed for the weekend. That's a great number.
And
almost
that's still
5,000
a seller's
homes.
market, but
very much so. Yes.
But it makes it to where people can actually get a house right now.
And a seller's market means they basically hold the cards. They get the control. They don't get to all the control. We're still negotiating great deals for our clients, but you've got to be willing to play ball a little bit.
But not a lot of closing costs are being paid for.
And not a lot of
sometimes
not a lot of deals under the asking price. We're just being very honest. If you're going to play in this market, you have to be willing to play at the rates that we need to play at, which is at or above list, and guarantee a little bit of money above that appraisal if for some reason it's not quite appraising there just yet. Doesn't mean it's not worth it, just means it's not appraising there just yet. The trajectory is that it will be catching up. At least that's where we're at.
Yeah, because once you close, then that sets
You're the new
comps.
high comp. Yeah.
That sets new comps, so then your neighbors are going to be selling for higher and higher, and that's why, you know, like people that bought 6 months ago now have 10% equity in their house, even though they paid over appraised value.
I'm going to be very honest. I have 2 clients who bought homes literally 7 months ago that are selling their homes. 2 clients right now. Both of those clients are netting $50,000 each with costs and everything being paid, and that is the market we're in right now. So just, you know, it's a seller's market. However, you'll be a seller someday, and you'll be grateful that you bought when you did, because at the end of the day,
get out of renting. Bottom line,
it's going to keep going up, right? Yeah. So almost 5,000 homes are available right now in Las Vegas. That doesn't include new homes, which is awesome. Let me talk about new homes. Can I talk about new homes?
Yes, by all means. I'm all interested. I'm sitting here like,
you do a lot of new homes. I know that. So Amber's amazing, and one of the reasons we love working with you and your team is that you are so freaking competitive when it comes to what these other lenders that work for the builders are offering. A lot of times these lenders are offering, we'll give you $5,000 in closing costs, even in this market. And it's a real pretty penny that people get super excited about. And then when we put apples to apples on paper, you're not getting any savings. They're charging you in the points. You're paying the same thing, and at the end of the day, you have
to really look at it and compare.
Yeah,
because they charge you a higher rate for. Oh, thank you. But they charge you a higher rate for that money that you're getting back, so you could get it anyway.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's just not really a good deal on things.
So I love working with Amber's team when it comes to that. And if you're thinking of buying a new home, please come to our team. We've got a link in the description and in the comment box. You're welcome. Did it in the comment box in advance this time because I'm getting really good at this. And
she was like copy and pasting it away before we started.
I'm getting good at this YouTube thing, man. I'm figuring it out. But we truly want to be the ones to help you. We are not only new homes experts. And let me repeat that. We are not only new homes experts.
Say it with a little swag. One more time.
Okay. We are also really like plugged in more than any other team in the city. We are personally, directly connected to some of the largest builders in town. We are the ones who they exclusively work with to market their properties. The Cerrone Group team gets access to homes before they hit the market. We get access to the models before they hit the market. We get access to the listings that fall out of contract that maybe are kind of in a mess before they hit the market. So you want to work with our team because we have the inventory, baby. We got the inventory all day, every day.
And why wouldn't you? I mean, everybody that's going to sell, you have the audience.
Yeah.
You know, so people that are going to sell, you'd be able to,
I would hope so.
You'd be able to help sell their houses.
I would hope so. If you're thinking of selling, please call our team as well. Again, link in the description.
Because then that helps our buyers buy houses if you have listings too.
And I am being very silly, but I'm being honest though, and everything I'm saying, this is all in true honesty. Our team has negotiated and busted our humps in this last year to align ourselves with builders, with other teams in town who don't have the skill sets that we do, with our new broker that we're aligned with over at Xpand Realty, to be able to bring more to our buyers and more to our sellers. It's the one thing that makes us stand out, beyond the fact that, you know, I look so great with this new short haircut and beyond the fact that we do the YouTube and stuff. We just have to be able to have that inventory. Inventory is key. If you don't have inventory, you're dead. Yeah. So if you're thinking about buying at all, please work with us, because that inventory is a nice little cushion that gives you a chance to have something to look at that others may not be fighting you against or fighting you for. And then you're not duking it out with as many possible canceled or declined offers that we've been seeing throughout the year. So it's been nuts.
It has been. Yeah.
So the other thing I want to just say really quickly before I go on is new homes are great. And because of that, all that new stuff, it's wonderful. But the new home process, buying a new home right now, is smart, right? With the inflation happening, if you buy today, you're locking in the price today, right? If you build today,
If you can get on,
the list, which with our team, sometimes you can. Yeah. So we do have the ability to kind of maneuver in those ways. If you can get on a list and build something, some of these new communities are contracting with us to help them market and things like that. If you're first on that list and you get there, you get in, you put your deposit down, you start the building process, you're locking in today's price so that by the time your home is done in 10 months or whatever it looks like, you've already made money. You're already making money on the equity. It's crazy.
It is crazy, right? And who knows when it's going to stop?
We don't know, right? A lot of people think they can go directly to builders, and you can. Absolutely, you can. The difference, though, is that they've got 1,000 people coming to them a day.
You want somebody representing you.
Their interest lists go in the trash at the end of the day, and even if they're kept, they're not necessarily followed up with in the best manner. I'll give you an example. I had a client of mine who we are working with and representing who definitely has been on the list to buy this one specific model home when it was supposed to go available. And the builder kept her on the list till the very end, said, you're next up, you're next up, you're next up. It was right in the middle of the summer.
I'm scared to hear what
And then they called us one day and said, well, we've changed our plan. We're no longer going to just sell it to who was next on the list. She has to bid for the house now.
Are you serious?
And she didn't get the house because she could not afford to bid against the other people in the market. So it's those types of things that are happening. So I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to let you know we bring value more than our gorgeous faces, more than our crazy antics that we do on camera. We bring value when it comes to that. So if you're thinking of moving to Vegas, please make us your first phone call just so that we can help you plan and navigate. And we'll decide if we're a good fit, and so will you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Same thing with
Very
Amber.
well said.
Amber,
Very well said.
too. Okay, I'm off my damn soapbox. Let's answer some questions.
We got lots of questions. Look at all the questions.
All right, so let's do this. Okay. Hi Claudia, Lacey and Amber, I hope to work with you both soon. I just need this market to calm down first. Been renting for 21 years, but paying over appraisal is not for me. We know.
Yeah, and we don't want you to be renting anymore.
We don't want you to be renting. So is there, for someone like in her position who just doesn't have those extra funds to pay above appraisal, what would you recommend they do for planning?
You mean as far as how much to save?
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't know how much to say.
I don't even know. I mean, I'd have to look at because I have to look at the file.
No, I know. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to have like a blank look on my face, but typically it's going to be 3% down to 3.5% down plus closing costs.
Right.
A lot of times right now we're utilizing the grant to help with the down payment, so then you're just out closing costs and whatever's left after the grant.
Well, that's what I was kind of meaning. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but what I was kind of leaning into
maybe I wasn't understanding the
you're
question.
Okay, it's okay. She's saying she can't pay over appraisal right now, so there are programs that we can try to help with. Like, so say you do have the money for a down payment, maybe we can get you a grant that would then help you pay for that down payment. Am I right? Does it work like this?
Yeah, so the grant will pay for the down payment or most of the down payment depending on what kind of grant you do.
Right.
And then
that frees up your funds.
And then you have your funds to pay for the closing costs, or if you have to pay over, because in certain price ranges, unfortunately, they're still doing over appraised value.
They are. Not all of them. Not all of them. And again, we've had some deals go through that are right at the list price, you guys. So it's not as zany as it was a month ago. So don't think it needs to calm down too much. I think you should call us anyway and let's discuss so that you can at least be ready to go when it's time to go and time to hit the ground running.
Plus, I'm noticing that the appraisals are coming in
right at the list. Right now. They're coming in really close. So even though
it said, well, like when you write the offer, we'll pay $5,000 over appraised value or whatever over appraised value. I'm noticing a lot more coming in right at value anymore because the market's starting to catch up.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. I feel bad that I put you on the spot.
No, don't.
But I wanted to say
I was like blank for a second.
No, you're good. I dazzled you with my dancing. It's fine.
I'll try not to be dazzled again.
I'm sorry. I mean, you'll have to stop looking at me, Amber. But truly, there are programs that we can put you into. So please, if you're thinking about it, please don't trust yourself and your own judgment to watch for when the market calms down. Because by the time the news discovers that the market has calmed down,
they're always a month behind.
It's a month or two behind, right?
They're always a month behind.
So please stay in touch with us. Click that link. Get in touch. Even if you're not looking to buy for 5 months, 6 months, 5 years, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's get you into our database. Let's get you on a drip campaign. Let's get you discussing what we're looking for so that we can make sure that you are ready to go and you do not want to be caught with your pants down. I mean, who does want to be caught? I mean, I kind of do sometimes. That sounds fun. Like, only when you're at a club and you're trying to get some attention. But anyway, no, but truly, you don't want to be caught with your pants and you want to be ready to go. We don't have to pull your credit. We don't have to do any of that. We can just have a conversation. But it's those types of things, Claudia, that are going to be crucial in that time frame. The news is not going to tell you when the market is slowing down. We will. We'll let you know. So
let's get you all prepared and ready.
And if you can qualify for a grant, girl, you might be ready right now. So let's get this going. Okay. All right, let me move on here. You can't look at me anymore. You're going to get dazzled. Do you think renting is smarter now due to crazy selling prices? John, thank you for that great question. I do not think renting is ever a smart idea in general from an investment perspective. You know, it's money that you could be paying into an investment. What do you think?
Well, what are rents going up to right now?
Rent is higher than what you would pay for mortgage in most places.
So most of the time you rent because it's cheaper, right? It's not cheaper
anymore. Right now, yeah. If you have any inkling that you could buy, if you have any inkling that you make enough money, you have the right credit, you might have a little bit of cash for the down payment, look into buying and do it quickly.
Yeah.
I know everybody thinks there's going to be this big crash, right? How many times do you hear that on the phone every day? I'm waiting for the market to crash. I'm like, okay.
But you got to look at the last crashes. This isn't what we're in right now.
No, and even if it crashes, guys, the historical value, the historical trends of anything related to real estate, there might be whoop, 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 but it always goes up.
Yeah,
always.
And what I say, because you're always going to have a place to live. So just make sure you buy a house where you can afford your payment, and then you're good, right? Whether you rent or buy, you're good. Then you can ride the waves that are going to happen, because we're going to see waves.
We're going to see waves. Okay. Thank you for that question. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness, so many questions. Jeffrey Allen, hello. We love you. Thank you for joining us. How does locking in a rate work when doing a new build? Is the rate on the contract still good months later while it's being built?
It depends. So like you're going to sign, when you first write a contract, you're going to sign disclosures that show a rate. Usually that rate is today's rate, unless you ask for a long-term rate lock, because the long-term rate locks are a little higher rates anyway. So if you ask for a long-term rate lock, because you have to sign for things and you have to pay for long-term rate locks, then you're not locked in. That rate can change up until the day it closes, or until the day they lock when you get closer. If you're concerned about rates really moving up, which I probably would be right now, unless there's something that happens, like the wild card is the new variants that are out there.
Yeah, we don't know what that's going to do in general to anything when it comes to the market.
Yeah. But just looking at the economy, you know, if you're worried about, if you're in a new construction house and you want to look at long-term rate locks, definitely look at the long-term rate locks. You know, we can give you rates on what they are. What that does is that locks you in for like 6 to 9 months, and then 30 days before closing, if rates are lower, then you can float down to the low rate. If they're not lower, then yay for you for locking. Yeah, because you just got a lower rate. Yeah. So.
I love this. Okay, hi from Florida. Hey Rachel. David says, no, that's why we didn't build. I'm not sure what is why you didn't build, but I'm hoping that you heard what we said about the new builds and how the equity builds when you start to build the home. A little bit of limited inventory with the new builds, but if you have some patience and you work with our team, we can definitely fight like hell to get you whatever home it is you want, and the model home you want especially. But yeah, if you're thinking about building, it's really smart to do so in this kind of crazy uptick market, if we can get you in. Tony says, I wasn't able to lock the rate until 30 days before, unless doing your pay to lock, which is what you just talked about. Oh my goodness, there's so many questions coming in. Okay.
And actually, it's 60 days before. You can even do up to 90 days before without having to pay to lock. So just, you know.
Rachel said, wow, some market. I'm glad we purchased our 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage at 2,300 square feet years ago at $146,000. Rachel,
good for you, girl.
Girl, you don't want to sell that house now? I mean,
you can get a lot of equity out of that puppy.
You know, we could get you into a nice model home that's like big. I could list the home for you. Let me help you with this, girl. Let me help you. Truly, very smart investment. Love that you guys are doing that. Have you looked into a refinance? Maybe look into that for sure.
Good job making the move.
Yes, nice work. Hello, Denise from Kite Hill in Laguna. Girl, I should have called you when I was down there. I'm gonna go back there soon. I love you. Oh gosh, DR Hamilton, hey guys. Okay, gosh, Mike, gosh, lots of people from New Jersey. What's the 30-year rate for high-rise condos?
Well, I can't really talk about rates until
I'm
looking at.
Right, it has to be, it's based on your file.
So high-rise, the rates are still pretty good, but I'd have to price out high-rise because condos do add a bump into the rate, so I can't really talk about rates, but I'm happy to, if you call me and we go through all the application and everything, I can totally run the rates for you.
Click the link.
Click the link below.
Click the link below, and it's also in the comments this time, or wherever that is on your screen. So awesome. That was encouraging. Oh, that's sweet. Denise says we love you. How's the Spring Valley area? Mike Bro 220. How's that Spring Valley area?
People always ask about the Spring Valley area.
You know why?
You done a video
Let me tell you why people ask about the Spring Valley area, and I think I've done a couple videos, but I don't think I've done a specific Spring Valley. I think Steve and I are slated to do that soon. By the way, you should be following Battleborn Steve if you're not doing so on YouTube as well as Instagram. We love our Steve. Spring Valley is amazing, first of all. It's Las Vegas's first master plan community. It's amazing. Here's what I will say. It's older. right? And it's smack dab in the middle of town. And I really think the reason
it has bigger lots too,
it has much bigger lots, and there's a lot of custom homes. It's cool. There's a lot of different variations of types of homes, but they're older, so you can have a little more maintenance. They're not in an HOA, most of them. So I don't think any of them.
I think
honestly.
that's what people like.
Yeah, some people like that,
side,
but you like that until someone parks their toilet or their boat on your lawn next door, right? So you have to keep that in mind. But I would definitely say the reason I think people ask the most about Spring Valley is because when you look at the Las Vegas map, you know how it has like Whitney, Paradise, Spring Valley, North Las Vegas, Henderson.
Oh, okay.
It's the thing that comes up first right in the middle, and it's the largest.
I was wondering why we get questions on it, but you should do a video on it.
Yeah, we've done a couple of driving tours, and I know that Steve and I are supposed to do a neighborhood tour video, or maybe we've done it. I have to look. I can't, you know how many videos I filmed? There's like 100 that we haven't even put out yet. Just stay tuned. I'm going to come out with long hair, and then the next day short hair, and people are going to be like, what? So just know that that's just because I'm really good at pre-planning my stuff. But truly, like, Spring Valley's great. It's a great area. It's right smack dab in the middle of town. I think Airbnb might be allowed in that area. There could be some rules.
Oh yeah, it is because there's some HOAs over there, right?
And, well, it's not just HOA. It's whether it's in an it's incorporated or unincorporated area.
Oh.
So we do have an entire. If you're thinking of doing Airbnb, side note, we have an entire playlist of Airbnb educational videos on my channel. Just go to my playlist section. You can find
They
Airbnb.
sound so fun to do.
But then, it's a lot of work.
Again, a lot of work.
I
always
staying
think about it, and then I'm like, ooh, but who's gonna clean?
I know.
That?
I'll stay in an Airbnb all day, but renting them out is definitely a lot of work. But yeah, we're getting a lot of calls for Airbnb right now, and that's a really big thing right now in Spring Valley. Is definitely a lot of Airbnb happening, or at least it was last time I checked. But yeah, Spring Valley is great. I think it's great. It's an older area, so you just have to know that going in. Crime rates you're gonna have to check for yourself, and there's certain pockets that are a little bit more run down than others. But I'm a huge fan of Spring Valley. Long-winded answer for you, sir. You're welcome. We love you, Las Vegas gal. That was encouraging to hear. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Claudia. We look forward to finally hearing from you. That would be amazing.
We do.
Being that not a lot of homes are going under asking price, would paying cash be a motivator to sell for less? Great question.
That is a really good
question. This is unfortunately not your ballpark.
No, this isn't my ballpark, but yeah, it is a really good question though.
Cash is king usually. Closing quickly is even better, and no appraisal is the best. So I would not say that you're going to be able to come in and offer $480 on a $500,000 home with cash. We're always going to try, right? It's always worth trying. But if you're going up against other people who are bidding over, it's a matter of that difference that they're trying to calculate for that seller. So I'm always a big fan of, if you're coming in with cash and you can close fast, at least come in at asking, and then just waive the appraisal. That's really what we've been seeing work right now in this market. So I don't know if you've heard anything much about the cash offers going on out there.
They're crazy right now.
It's
I watched something the other day that said that all purchases in the nation, 25% is cash.
Yeah, I didn't know so many people had so much money put away.
I'm like, where's all this money coming from? And they just keep on flowing.
I need to find a sugar daddy or for somebody to take. I need something. I got to figure something out. There's money out there. I couldn't do it. No, couldn't do it. Okay. No. So I hope that helped answer your question. Hey, Lacey and Amber, it's Phyllis from Wisconsin. Hey, it's Jen's friend.
Hey, girl.
Spencer's Crypto Vibe. What up, Spence? Spencer, do you know about my friend Jake Allen? He's like the Mr. Crypto Las Vegas. You have to follow his channel if you're not following him already. You should definitely check him out. He's so he says, hello from Philly. I like keeping my ears on the ground there since living there is dragging out so long. I'm so sorry to hear that. We've had a couple of clients really getting super frustrated because their goal was to move here this year, and they had to put it on hold due to COVID restrictions or work or whatever. So just know that we're here living our life. We love you, and keep watching the videos to stay motivated, and reach out anyway. We want to keep you happy and excited. And if you're going to work with us at some point, let's talk now. It doesn't matter. We'll talk to you. We'll be your friend. We have one guy that sends us an email.
Keep dreaming, keep calling. We'll run numbers for you and get y'all excited again.
We have a very interesting client who sends us emails at least once a week that we as a group read aloud because they're really awesome and very educational and very funny and fun. So we love it. So just reach out. We love you. We love it. It's all fun. What's more in demand or easier? Kaiser says, what's more in demand or easier to rent in high-rise condos, studio, 1-bedroom, or 2-bedroom condos? Ooh, that's a good question.
Okay. Did it stump you?
Nope, I got this. I'm working on my answer. I'm motivated. Okay, here we go. Formulating, and I've got it. Okay. So right now, honestly, high-rise, I think all condos are really kind of tapped when it comes to rentals because of that moratorium. There's a little bit of limited inventory when it comes to to the moratorium. Studios are flying off the shelves, if I can be very honest with you.
Studios are?
Which I would not expect, because a lot of people need at least a bedroom, at least a wall, right? But I would say
because they're cheaper though.
They're a little cheaper, but not by much. Truly, like there's some studios. My friend was looking for some recently. There's some studios downtown that are going for 500 square feet, $1,300 a month.
Wow.
500 square feet, $1,300 a month.
Hopefully,
that's it. I gotta know.
Hopefully in a nice place, though.
I mean, it better be. I mean, I'm talking like downtown, though. No amenities. No amenities. Okay. Nothing. So keep that in mind. More bedrooms is always going to be more in demand, obviously. So anything that's 2-bedroom and up is going to be definitely fetch a premium and definitely going to be harder to get your hands on. So we're really looking at telling people right now, getting here and getting established and getting yourself a job and getting all of that dialed in is far more important than finding the house before you move. So it may require you to move.
It's so stressful to do.
Oh my God, right? So we've been telling people, just rent an apartment. If you have a big dog, figure it out. Find one that takes big dogs. But rent an apartment or a condo for 6 months, 9 months, a year. Give us a chance to ease you into the city. Let's see what the heck happens with the Delta variant. Let's see what happens with your job. And then we can start looking the minute you get here. But it's tough right now.
No point in, I mean, moving is already stressful enough. No point in adding more stress to it.
I would rather move twice and have to deal with that than have to move into this current situation. We currently, so our new broker has about 500 properties under management, property management. So they definitely, I don't do property management.
People up with that.
We can and we can't. So we do have insight on things that are going to be hitting the market sooner rather than later, but even those are almost always already lined up because they've already had people who have put in their applications for months and months. But what it does give us access to is homes that aren't listed yet that would be willing to be listed if you might be looking for something special that we can take a look at.
That's what we need right there.
So once again, the Cerrone Group is bringing you the inventory. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on. Okay. I'm bringing the heat today. I'm sorry if I'm overwhelming today. It's been a minute. I've got a lot of pent up Amber anxiety.
I know, right? I'm loving it.
It's this red hair, ladies and gentlemen.
It's giving her all kinds of energy.
Girl, I love a good redhead. Interviewing for a position at UNLV, our Cleveland. Worried about housing costs though. That's understandable. Highly, highly recommend that apartment plan that we just talked about, just so you can get here and get settled, and then we can work on buying and looking at locking in rates and things like that. Genuinely, you just want to get your butt here. Get your butt here. It makes it a whole lot easier. Wouldn't you agree?
I would say so, yeah. It's too hard to get a new job and move from a city and come across country or wherever you're coming from. Even 2 hours away is a hard move.
I know, yeah.
Come here first and then look for the house. It's just going to be so much easier.
Yes. Hi, gals. I noticed that the homes are getting more expensive. Should I worry? We do want to move, but right now we're taking care of a matter, but hopefully soon. Hey, Tish. Tish has been following us for a really long time.
We love you, Tish.
Thank you for your question. No, you shouldn't be worried.
I don't think worrying's worth it.
We don't want, there's no reason, what are you worrying? Well, you can't control it, right? So how are you going to worry about something you can't control? It's coming from someone who does that every day, all day. I just wring my hands all day about stuff, but I'm working. I'm enlightening myself. And
I think things happen when they're supposed to.
They
for
do.
Each person individually.
Tish,
so hang in there.
Just get in touch with us. Get a plan together. If you're working on a matter that you're handling, we get it. But get yourself dialed in, because at the end of the day, when it's time to strike, you want to be able to strike. Don't worry, because we literally have no idea.
And remember the judge-free zone. So if it's a thing that you're worrying about,
I really wish we could do the ta-ting judge-free zone.
I know, we should have
like a sound effect.
Some type of sound effect on that. We're gonna need to bring that.
That's Law and Order. That's too much.
Bring that.
We're gonna figure that out. David says, my wife and Monica and I worked with Amber this summer. She did an excellent job adjusting as we went from conventional to new build to jumbo. Ended up getting us an excellent rate on a jumbo loan very, very quickly. David.
Oh, David.
We love you. I don't know if you worked with us, David. I apologize. I don't know your name offhand, but if you're working with her, you're in good hands. That's amazing.
Thank you so much. You guys were so awesome. And it helps when they're awesome clients like yourself as well.
I love that. So. Thank you. Joe just asked, are we still doing the 3-hour tour? Did you know that I used to do a 3-hour tour where I genuinely put people in my car, Yeah, because I'm crazy. And drove them around. Actually had a great time doing them.
But
it was
you
my
showed
favorite
all kinds of
thing.
people how much love.
I think I probably did over 100 in a 6-month period of time, driving people around so much so that I started having back problems because I was in my car 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, Joe, we're not offering the 3-hour tour due to COVID restrictions. Genuinely just COVID.
That is a little bit hard.
The team is all trained and ready to go. But what we do is we try to do a virtual 3-hour tour. So we can provide a map of the city with some hot spots for you to check. We can give you addresses that you can come into town and Google map yourself and then go. And then we just basically guide you and say, hey, map yourself to this to check out the Northwest area. Drive around, check it out. Then map yourself to this, check out Summerlin. Drive around, check it out. So we've kind of turned it into a virtual because I'm all about virtual and all about evolving. And we turned it into a virtual 3-hour tour.
That's a good thing too. Because then you could do it on your own pace.
I do miss doing them though. I do. I love doing those.
Because you truly love I mean, she honestly loves, like, it's not just a show.
I don't care if you buy a house from me, just love Las Vegas.
Favorite city, you know.
It's my favorite place in the world.
Yeah, I think you've helped so many people like, oh, I want to move to Vegas.
I have. I feel a little bit badly. I was just saying the other day on my Instagram, I said, you know, or maybe it was today, I don't even know what day it is. I said, you know, I know I've been doing videos I did not know I'd be this popular. Ha ha ha. I guess I'm gonna have to take full credit for all the crazy influx of people coming here. And I was like, because you know it's all my fault, right? But it's not. But truly, I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to do this, to be able to talk about Las Vegas every single day and show you this vibrancy is from this city. This neon lights me up like nobody's business. It's like a can of beans, I'm telling you right now.
But I think Vegas just has an energy. Like it's an energy that's not like anywhere else. Like
I was wondering how long we were going to go before you started talking about energy.
I know, right? I'm such an energy freak. I've turned into more of an energy freak lately, but it does. It has a really good energy to it. You drive in and you feel different. It's true, right?
Yes.
Were you waiting for it?
I was waiting.
I went a long time without saying anything about energy.
I love when you talk about energy. I was waiting for it. I was like, when is she going to say, it's just such good energy in town. It's just such good energy. I come to this woman to feel this energy.
She wants to feel the good energy
soaking it up. I'm sorry. I was waiting. I'm like, oh, we almost made it. And no,
we're there. Woohoo.
Well, I've already said like 4 things that I say every time too. So we both are checking off that list. Thank you for sticking through our crazy antics. Can you tell that we've missed each other and we have not seen each other in a long time? We are going to be doing those foodie tours again, whether she likes it or not.
Somebody just asked it. No, I like it. I just gained like 10 pounds.
So we're going to let you lose 10 pounds.
Because we have to try every dessert.
I know. That's our problem. So we're just going to do a dessert tour from now on. Then we won't have the food. Okay, that's what we're doing next.
To get the desserts going on. I always think dessert should come before dinner anyway.
Hell yes. All right, we're going to try to do that in the next 2 weeks. If you guys are interested in watching our foodie tours, please tune in. Our live food experiences. They are a hoot, to say the least. It depends on if the Wi-Fi is going to work. It depends on if a waiter's going to spill on us.
Strip, like, probably not the best.
Not the best. Yeah, we're going to do off-strip, which is where we should be going anyway because we need to be supporting local businesses. You guys can all see the strip, yeah. All right, 3-hour tour question. Olivia Cargirl, I was wondering where you were. Thank you for joining us. We love you. Thank you for sending me pictures of your gorgeous baby. Keep them coming. She's on all of her Instagram. All right. McLovin says, when are you guys going to do a liquid dinner again? Long Island iced tea, liquid dinner. So Amber doesn't drink, so I get to drink for both of us.
Oh, so I'll be the driver of Lacey. That would be fun. A liquid dinner. That's going to take a while, too.
I did.
What did you say that happens when you drink too much? You just start getting, like, relaxed.
Here's what happens. If you ever watch a video of me drinking, here's what happens. I go from this to this. Like the gums come out. I just everything gets and if I drink tequila, my clothes come off. So we're not doing that on the channel. I am not rated for anybody
no
anything
tequila.
like that.
We don't want to go there.
No tequila. But
I'll stop her from that since I'll be sober.
I mean,
right?
you don't have to stop me from that. Let's just keep it off camera. So anyway, so that's all the questions I'm seeing. I think I just saw one more pop up, but it's not loading. So we'll give it a second. Yeah. I'm super excited that you joined us. This was a nice turnout for us not even promoting this in advance. Yeah. So thank you.
So we missed you guys.
We've missed doing these. I've missed you, my love.
I know. I missed you too.
I've missed our food, liquid, dessert tours, and I've missed this. I've missed talking about Vegas and talking about real estate. So bottom line, I would say is rates are probably going to start going up here pretty soon. We don't know when, but we're thinking we're going to see it going up.
The only thing that they said, and this could change because like they said, there's a wild card out there, is September, October is what they were kind of warning me to be careful with. That they think that they're, if you're happy with the rate that we talk about, lock.
Yeah. And
listen, if you have a property.
Don't be afraid of that. That's okay. Rates can go up and it doesn't have to mean that you're not going to get a good deal. Rates are still ridiculously low. And even if they pop up a little, they're still going to be okay. All right. So let's just keep our eyes open. In terms of inventory, we're seeing more and more and more. If you are watching this and you're thinking of listing your home for sale, you're crazy if you don't work with our team. I said it. You're crazy if you aren't going to work with our team.
Way to call it, Lacey.
Yeah, tell it like it is.
Just tell it like it is.
If you have a friend who's thinking of upgrading their home and selling, please let us know, because it just does so much better for our buyers, get a chance to look at our listings before they go live, blah, blah, blah. It all comes full circle.
It does.
I am so grateful for you, my love. I'm so grateful for all of you. Let's wrap this up and say liquid dinners are coming, dessert dinners are coming, maybe dessert afternoon. I don't know. We'll do something on an afternoon sometime.
Yeah.
And we want to see you here again.
Places.
I'm
trying to think right now.
I know 5 right now. I can list 5 right now.
Oh, you can list 5 right now?
5 right now,
okay.
Yes. Very, very excited about all of you. If we did not get to your question, please know that we will be commenting and answering questions after we are done going live today. So if you're watching this on a replay, drop those questions in there, and our team is going to go in and be checking daily to make sure that we're answering your questions. But please subscribe to my channel as well as to Amber's.
Yeah.
Please like this video. Please comment that you liked it. Tell us something so we know that we didn't scare you off with our crazy antics. I'm gonna keep bringing this beauty back to you every single week if I can, and we're gonna do our best to be as consistent as we can, because
we're gonna bring the good energy. We're gonna bring the good energy, too, right?
Good energy. Yes. We're gonna bring like an altar of crystals that we will worship before.
And
we
do have those too.
We do actually. We're both crazy kooky crystal ladies now. So really excited. What else? Did I miss anything?
I think you got it all.
I talked way too much as usual. I need someone to put a muzzle.
We were missing some time, so you had to talk a lot. You always do good anyway. She always has good information to bring, right?
Thanks, guys.
They're going to give you all kinds of thumbs ups right now.
Some October. Okay, people said they'll be here in October. That's all I'm seeing.
That's awesome.
Thank you and good night. Ding! We appreciate you coming.
Bye.
We'll see you next week. Stay tuned. We'll start promoting it on my channel, and the only way you're going to see that is if you follow me, because I post in the community section. So join, subscribe, like. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye. All right, if I can finish getting this off. So you guys are going to watch us figure out how to do this. We're using a new thing. I can't figure it out. There we go. Goodbye, guys.